Hello, air signs. Hello, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I am here to do a reading for you. We're going to do them now a couple times a month for you until we can build a crowd who's actually watching. I don't get a whole lot of air signs watching my videos, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Let's give it a shot over a couple of months and see what kind of tribe we can build here for our air signs. So I am here with air signs, like I said, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If you are interested in a private read, please look into the description. You will find everything that you need there, including my email address if you have any questions about how to book. And I'm going to begin with, sorry, Charlie's already chomping on my ear, and he says we're going to start with Libra first. So we're going to go with Libra first. I have marked everything in the description. You can also just scroll this video to find the other signs that you need, whether you're a cross watcher or watching for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And so I will start with Libra. The rest of you, go wild. See you later. See you in a minute. Okay, Libra, is it just us? And cross watchers? We're going to start with the Animal Spirit Oracle. We're going to pull one of those. We're going to pull a couple from the Psychic Tarot. Let's give some energy here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Libra. Libra. We've got now is a lucky time. I love it. We've got act as if. Well, look at this. We have a whole damn sentence, right? Act as if now is a lucky time. Yeah. I want you to manifest it. And part of the manifestation, it's not only asking for it. It's not only getting on your knees and praying for it. It's actually then after that, acting as though you already have it. Making plans for it. So act as if now is the lucky time. And I feel like, you know, rabbits are lucky, I think. You know, there's always the lucky rabbit's foot, which is a little bit morbid, but now is a lucky time. Card number 49 breaks to a 13. 1 and 3 is 4. Now is a lucky time for your balance, I think. For those of you who have been wanting to have children or who have been wanting to try parenting, whether you're a step parent or you've had those children you're on your own, birth them on your own, now is a lucky time for that, I feel. It feels like a time for ending things and beginning new things, because it breaks to a 13, which is the Death card, which tells me that something has ended, so now is a lucky time. So if you're mourning something that has ended, I feel like it's leading to something better. And it could be leading to some sort of a balance or stability or foundation. All right, Libra. Take a look at some Psychic Tarot for you for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Libra. Happy New Year to you, Libra. I hope you had a beautiful New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, holiday time for you. And cross watchers, of course, if you're watching today. Look at that. We've got victory and success on the bottom of the deck. It is time for things to go better for you now. This is the year for you to get your traction, if you should choose it, is what I want to say. If you should choose to get up and get your traction, now is the year, because there's going to be a disruption that is going to cause you to have some wisdom. For some of you who have already gone through this tower, and for others of you, you've not yet. But I feel like whatever this tower is, whatever illusions it's breaking down, whatever disruption it brings for a reason of wisdom. You needed to learn something about taking advantage of the current moment, I feel. There's no more time left to wait, is what I want to say, Libra. It's time for you to invest in yourself and take advantage of the current moment. Feels like you feel distant from somebody or a family member, or maybe your family, that you feel very distant, but I feel as though in the distance, you're gaining wisdom. It might have been this disruption or the tower that caused this wisdom. It could be with a friend or family, but I think it was painful. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go right to the clarification because I think it was a painful disruption here. It's like a realization that brought you to wisdom. What's the Tower about, please, for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next couple of weeks. So we have the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. Well, guess what? 6 and 3 are 9, and then we got the 10, so the cycle's closing. It's a realization that you have to drop the burdens from your past. Whatever's been following you around, whatever you've been allowing to follow you around, understand that it only follows you around if you give power to it, right? If you give power to it, it's going to follow you around forever. But I think you finally make the decision that you are going to move forward, drop the burdens, the things you've been carrying around that have been so heavy for you, they've been weighing you down, stopping you from gaining the wisdom. What wisdom do we have here? You're going to look at that. Wow. For some of you, this is love of self. This is love of self, love of the Emperor. I feel like forgiveness is part of it as well. The wisdom of forgiveness, the wisdom of the 2 of Cups and the Emperor could be self-love. But for others of you, I feel like there's love waiting should you just decide to take charge. So should you decide to learn the lessons that are in the Tower. When the Tower falls, it gives you wisdom. If you're willing to look at all of these harsh times and hard times that you've been through lately, Libra, I think if you choose to look at them in a way that's going to teach you through wisdom, that you will become the Emperor. You will be the person that everyone reports to. You will have success. You will rule your empire, your own empire. And I think you will rule it with love. I think that love is waiting on the other side of all of this terrible stuff that has happened to you. I think that there had to be lessons and truths, about maybe some way that it's like you stop building at the 3 of Pentacles. You stop working on it. But I think that this is the year that you meet your person, or that you finally have your truth, or something comes through for you legally because you have a great lawyer or someone who's sticking up for you here. The Ace of Swords, I feel, is truth. Yeah, wielding the sword of truth and cutting away anything that no longer serves you. What are we going to do for cards? Okay. Let's do this then. Here we go, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us more about this energy here. Now is a lucky time, and it may look unlucky to you right now, but I promise you it comes as you come through this really tough time, Libra. It ends up leveling you up. You are about to step into Emperor shoes, I think. Who's the Emperor? Someone who owns a business, someone who runs the empire. Queens and kings report to him. He's a pretty big deal. But also someone who has to make a lot of hard decisions, not only the easy ones, but the hard ones as well. So we've got the 9 of Cups, we've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the Star, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. The future, we're looking at Judgment, okay. So as long as you've decided that you're going to take your part in the part that you played in, the destruction of self, and please understand that I believe that you were supposed to have a destruction of self. I believe you had to deconstruct the self, and things fall apart so they can fall back together, and I really do believe that. But look at all of this hard energy here. This is like fortunate upheaval, change, it's balance. You're right in the middle of all of it. You are going to have a second chance to do something that you may have squandered the last time it came by. You may have not realized how important this thing was in your life. And now you're getting the chance to have not only justice and balance, but it's coming along with the Wheel of Fortune, which is really fortunate change. And it is upheaval, but it also is a choice, right? If you choose not to take it, it's going to pass you by. You'll have to wait for the next time. But I feel like it is coming at you, this good energy here. I feel like this, it says here, right? It says here, now is a lucky time. And although the Wheel of Fortune is about divine timing, it's not about luck at all. I feel like you're going to get a second chance to do the thing that you thought you would never have a second chance to do. For some of you, that's going to be in a career. For others of you, that will be a relationship. It's been taking you a while to find your way to your happiness. It's been taking a long time, or we wouldn't see the Knight of Pentacles, the one that moves the slowest. Has all the details, but moves really slow nonetheless and figures it all out. We have, you know, this is kind of interesting, this energy, right? Because it shows you in the labyrinth. You're trying to get to the center there. It shows you in the labyrinth, and it's been taking you a long time. It's like you keep hitting the wall. Right? You keep hitting the wall, you keep taking the wrong turn. I feel like you have divine guidance though, because the Wheel of Fortune, as we saw it on the bottom of the deck, we also see card number 43, which breaks down to a 7. And I feel like you will have wish fulfillment here, but it's taking you a long time to get there. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, which is very interesting because it feels like you're dealing with, this is the social space, by the way. We'll talk about that in a minute. But it feels like you have two energies in your life, feminine or masculine. You have two energies in your life here who are really giving you a hard time. It's been really hard to deal with these two people, and I do believe they're two separate energies. One is probably Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, and the other one is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. This, of course, could be you as well, right? I feel like you, if this is you and someone else, that maybe you're related, possibly, but I feel like there's been a hard time between you. There's been arguments and fighting and backbiting, and that it's been really hard to gain a common ground with this person. It feels like you're very different. This person thinks with their emotions. They're psychic. They're someone who's a healer. They feel that they know best. People usually ask for their advice. And for you, you're someone who is cerebral. You're someone who thinks things over. You're all about what's up in the mind. And either way, I think both of you are correct, is what I want to say. Both of you are correct in that I feel like you're sort of at odds sometimes. Like these two energies, they feel like they're kind of at odds. One is all about talking about things without emotion. Look, let's just take the emotion out and put fact into it. I'm just going to tell you the truth and how I feel. And this one is like, no, we can't just be all logical. Life isn't about logic. It also is about emotions. And so you see the difference in these energies here. I feel like it's you, almost like you're against someone else, but that this person isn't against you. This could be a mother. This could be, because it's a feminine on the card. It could be a mother. It's feminine and masculine energy, but someone who is possibly psychic, right? Someone who's possibly in water energy all the time. This is what I was looking at here. It feels like you have hope that one day you'll heal enough to have your own home. That's what it feels like, Libra. It feels as though that's a dream of yours. And number 4 is the Emperor, by the way. That shows the Emperor here, who is also number 4. So I want to say that these two things are connected. That if you can love yourself enough, have the wisdom to love yourself deep enough to be able to move forward here, to be able to accomplish some things, that you will get here. I feel like it's your hope. I feel like this is psychic energy that's telling you you're headed toward your wish fulfillment. You're headed toward the right way. You're headed the right way. You're on the right path. Look, you're going to get your balance. You are going to get a second chance to do whatever it is that you wanted to do the first time that you felt just wasn't coming to fruition. I don't know what the reason. Oh, we didn't look at. I don't know what the reason was that it didn't come to fruition, but I feel like you're getting a second chance. I feel like the universe is on your side. Sorry, we forgot to take out some tea leaves here. Let's take a look at this. Now's a lucky time. We have the Broom, new home, new attitude. Again, it's talking about either moving or having a new house or moving in with somebody or buying a house. I feel like it comes after this Emperor energy, after you harness the fact that you are the one in charge. You can do whatever you want with your life. You're just going to have to fight against the bias. You're going to have to walk against the crowd, it feels. New home, new attitude. You could end up rounding this year out with a brand new house. Things do change that quickly. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So you might have a friend who's your hype person, who's hyping you up. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. And this, I think, is the thing that's haunting you. That you think because you have, sometimes you don't win, that you're always not going to win. And that's not the truth at all. It's not always that way. Just because you lose some, it doesn't mean you're not going to win some. It just means it's going to take a while to get there. We have dealings or a relationship with a man with dark hair, dark complexion. That could be the same-sex friend if you're masculine. It says an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So you may be one of the lucky ones that lucked out with a good earth family. So if you are, don't take it for granted, is the message there. All right, Libra. Tell me more about Libra, please. I also feel that the argument or the angst or the hard conversations that you're having between you and this person are also putting you on the right path, but it is also delaying your path. I feel like this person means well for you, but they don't trust you to make your own decisions. And that's, I feel, why there is... You have a lot of passion for something, and this person's telling you to play it safe. The energy feels like somebody who maybe is a painter, an artist, a musician, a photographer, and hasn't yet started their career. But there is somebody in their life saying, don't have these dreams of grandeur that you think you can do the thing that you want to do for the rest of your life. You need to go get a 9-to-5. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like that's the push and pull here. Yeah, there's a Tower. So it's taking a long time for you to get to or to accomplish the thing that you want to accomplish, because I feel although the well-being of this person, the person that wants you to feel more things, do it with emotional energy, you know, it goes against your sensibilities. And for you, it's easier to cut out the bullshit, say the right things, be honest with everybody, but it causes a rift between you and this person. It also causes a Tower. We'll look at that in a minute. Yeah, I really feel that this is your year. I just want to say, I really feel that this is your year. If you can get under this, I feel, and grow through it, grow through this feeling of being lost. I feel like the whole time that you felt that you were lost, or felt like that you were lost sort of in this labyrinth or the wilderness, I feel like the universe had you by the pants straps, is what I want to say. Yeah, was carrying you along, I feel. It's taken a long time to get here, but you will get to your happiness. Your wish fulfillment is right here. I also think part of your wish fulfillment is that you just are able to speak up for yourself and do the things that you want to do, rather than being pushed into someone else's. Like, I'm sure you would get to it anyway. I'm sure you would get to the result you want to get to, but I feel like somebody here is pressuring you to do it the way they would do it, rather than allowing you to take your time to do it the way that you would do it. I think it all results in the Wheel of Fortune, divine timing. It's time for things to get better for you. You could have in your big three, or you could be dealing with someone who is a Scorpio, a Taurus, a Leo, or an Aquarius. Those are all the fixed signs. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune presents to you in a way that scares you just a little bit, because this person is trying to get you out of your own character, or out of your authentic self, to think like they do. It's not bad to take some of the advice of this person, but please always remain to being who you are. The person who speaks out and is honest. The challenge is you got to drop the burdens that you're carrying, and we see them here, right? We saw them here at the very beginning. I feel that that you have always thought that you wanted to go out and do your own thing, find out your adventures, what's coming up in your life, but you've been waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to do that. I think it's this person. And the Six of Wands is you need to be admired. Like, I feel like there's something that you do or that you can do or that you want to do or that you've been dreaming of doing that will have the attention of other people, that will get you admired. I feel like you need to drop, I think you're cynical is what I want to say, and you need to drop the cynicism that it's not going to work, that it's not for me, that it's not coming for me. You need to speak, you need to change your spelling, right? The things that you're saying. Words are important. Thoughts become things, and so do words. So be careful of what you're saying to the universe. The challenge is to drop those burdens. Once you drop the burdens and you allow the tower to fall, because I feel like you're holding off change at this point, I feel like the challenge is to drop the burdens, and so I feel like you're holding off change. So I'm hoping that you're going to be able to recognize these opportunities when they come to you, these fortunate things that are coming forward. I feel like after your healing, and I feel like you also maybe take a better stronghold with your spirituality. I want to say that you become a little more balanced, that you become a little more vocal, that you start having more hope. You start to see that this can be yours if you want it, but it really is up to your healing. And how are you going to deal with telling this person that, yeah, you may deal in emotional things, but I deal as an air sign. I deal with things logically. All right, let's get you some advice, Libra, and get you out of here. There we go. Advice for Libra, please, for the next couple of weeks. Advice for Libra. Libra, if you're interested in a reading, please look in the description. If you're interested in a private read, I have something for everyone's pocketbook. Please email me if you're not sure how to book. I can help you very little bit with that. At least point you in the right direction. All right. I feel like this person is a past life connection, and that this person just wants abundance for you. I feel like they're trying to almost force you to your awakening because they've already had one. It is going to lead to a new opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune is here, right? Peeking out underneath. It is going to lead you to new opportunities. Here, someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. I think it's this person. I don't know what role they play in your life. Maybe a sister or a brother. It feels like family. It feels like someone who you trust, who's really important to you. Someone that you would never cut out of your life. So it feels like a family person, or it feels like a bestie of some sort. The past life connection. So I feel like it's this person that is trying to help you with the realization, the shift and discovery, that they're trying to help you with the awakening, but this person doesn't realize that you have to go through it in your own time, divine timing. We have a new opportunity, insights gained from a new job or new experiences, job or a partner. So I feel like there are new opportunities that are coming up for you here. It is going to lead to abundance in the future, an inflow of money, love, or rewards. So I feel like you're on the right path is what I want to say. Yes, you've gone through a lot of hard stuff. Absolutely. But as long as you stay close to spirit or close to your source, whoever that is, that sometimes it is time to retreat and ask your angels. That's really the only way that you're going to get your answer. A lot of people can give you their answer, what they would do for their life, but I think that you're the person who has to make decisions for yourself. I feel like it comes to you this year. You just got to want it. Yeah. You just have to really want it. That's all. That's your only job, I feel. Abundance is yours. All right, Libra, that's all I have for you. I will come at you again at the end of the month. Thank you so much for clicking here and watching. I would appreciate a thumbs up. That's the only way we're going to find other air signs. The reason I just don't read a whole lot for you air signs is because I don't get a big audience. And the reason I don't get a big audience is because I can't get into the algorithm. So you can help me with that. And with that, we will have more consistent readings right now every couple of weeks. And then we'll move to weeklies as soon as we can get an audience and, break these all into their own videos. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Libra. Thank you for coming here and clicking here. I do appreciate you, and Happy New Year to you. I'm going to go for now. Bye-bye. Hello Aquarius, Elsie here to do your reading. Well, for the next couple of weeks, I think I'm going to start doing them twice a month now. So Aquarius, I'm here for your reading. We're going to start out with the Animal Spirit Oracle, and then we're going to move to the Psychic Tarot. We're just going to go from there. I'm going to ask for one card for you here. Aquarius, Happy New Year. I hope you're well, and thank you very much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. If you're interested in a private read, please look into the description. You'll find everything there that you need in order to book a private reading. All right, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about Aquarius, please. What's coming up the next couple weeks for Aquarius? We've got the Scarab Beetle. You know, we're going to take, we'll take all three. I don't like to give back blessings. I'm just saying, I don't like to give blessings back to the universe. Let's just take all three. What do we have here? We have card number 52, which is the Scarab Beetle. Magic works through you. Then we have the Turkey Spirit. We have Give with Gratitude and Grace. And we have the Cat Spirit. Claim your independence. It almost feels like a sentence, right? Magic works through you, so give with gratitude and grace, and then claim your independence. It feels like it's a progression of realizing your magic, realizing how special and beautiful you are. The Scarab Beetle, you know, and I don't know much about a Scarab Beetle. I should probably do a little bit of research, but I feel like every animal, insect, person, you know, every mammal, they all play into part of the ecosystem, right? It's what keeps us all moving in the right direction. You know, there's apex predators for a reason, but there's also a Scarab Beetle for a reason. You know, it says magic works through you, and I feel like it's quite magical as you look at it. Like it looks like it might have a hard, crusty exterior, but the beautiful paintings on the back and the wings lend to sort of like a ethereal sort of nature. It's like everything in nature is beautiful and it has its purpose. So I feel like that card number 52 is a 7, and it feels like the universe is here. For me, 7 is very, very ethereal, heavenly. It's messages, it's downloads, and I feel that the Scarab Beetle spirit here, magic works through you, is letting you know that you can have downloads. Things can change in a second. Claim your independence, and we have Give with Gratitude and Grace. So you may be the person who is learning that raising your vibration is what you need. This is exactly what began my ascension here, probably 5 or 10 years ago. Was giving with gratitude and grace. We ran a nonprofit, and with each day that we ran the nonprofit in our family, it also gave me an opportunity to have gratitude. I really do feel that gratitude changes your vibration. So for those of you who feel stuck, who feel like you are, you know what? The thing is that the turkey is a beautiful animal, right? Look, beautiful. Right? This particular one has a crown. It looks, I can't really see, it looks like feathers, but it could be something else. You know, it really is a beautiful animal, and it does give its life, right? It does give its life. So I think whenever you can, you're supposed to give to other people, which is going to cause gratitude and grace, not only for them, but for you. It's going to cause you to have some independence. I really feel like you need to break away from something. Something needs to come to an end. We have card number 13. Just want to say 6 and 1 is 7, and 5 and 2 is 7. We have 7, 7. Something good is about to show up for you, is what I want to say, Aquarius. Something really good is about to show up for you. It might be a stray cat. It might be a stray that shows up at your door. That might be the best friend you ever had in your entire life. But card number 13 is, to me, I always look back at the tarot, and 13 is the death card. It feels like if your cat has passed away, I'm really sorry if you've lost your cat, but I feel like that it's not really lost, that this animal still hangs around. Claim your independence. Independent like a cat, right? They need us, but they don't need us. They ask us for food, or they want water or whatever, but they don't really need us any of the other times. A cat will make you wait for them, right? Teach you patience. I'm going to come to you when I want to come to you. If you try and grab me, I'm probably not going to like it. All right. Here we go for Aquarius, please. Psychic Tarot for Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. That one popped out. Choose wisely. One more, please. for Aquarius. Oops. All right. Going to be that way, are you? But look, we've got one by itself. We're going to take it. Fell out of the deck. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have patience and planning. All right. Awareness. There we are. Awareness. You have all the tools. This is the Magician, right? You have all of the tools. I feel somebody here is, it feels like somebody's just coming into an awareness that your independence is like that of a cat, that people want to help you, and they will if you want them to help you. But you really got to end this business of being scared to be seen. Not everyone likes cats, right? Being scared to be seen a little bit. I really feel like good things are coming your way. It says choose wisely, but you know what? I think you're going to choose wisely because I feel like you are coming into an awareness of self. Realizing that that you really are the magic. It's interesting. Magic works through you, and then we get the Magician, right? It's just a confirmation that it really does take you. You're the only person that can turn this boat around. You're the only person, Aquarius, that can turn the damn boat around. You are the one who is picking the direction. All right, what do we have here? Oh, we have one that flew. What's this? Mountain Road. It says you are on the road to success. I feel like you need to choose wisely. You are on the road to success. Your independence is paramount. It's really important, I feel, that you realize that being by yourself and being alone is actually a blessing at this point, and that it's time to give yourself a little bit of gratitude and grace. I think it'll go a far way for you. What we got here? We've got June. Something significant might happen in June. You could know somebody who has a birthday in June, possibly. You could be a Gemini or dealing with a Gemini. It might be a Gemini that helps you on the road to success. Oh, look, we got another cat. Two-faced friend. We've got another cat. Interesting. Not everybody in your circle is your inner circle. Remember that. Not everybody in your circle is supposed to be there. Be careful for the two-faced friend. It's like for those of you who are cat owners, you know that you can pet your cat. And then as soon as you pull away, they either try and swipe at you or bite you or something. That's what it feels like, yeah. This might come to fruition in June, though. I feel like by then, though, you're on the right path and you're choosing wisely, that you're going to be able to identify this person, but you may not be able to do that till summer or spring. We have March. So you could be either dealing with someone who is an Aries or a Taurus. Maybe the number 3 is significant for you. And then we have Lion. Time to act. It is time for you to get up and do it, yeah. I think you've been waiting for somebody to come save you, is what I'm going to say. I think you've been waiting for somebody to come say, okay, come with me. It's time for you to come with me. But I feel like you're supposed to do it on your own. Be independent, right? So if you've been waiting for someone to come do it with you or for you, I don't think that person's coming. I think that what's at hand right now is for you to learn how to give gracefully, for you how to give generously, and to do it in the spirit of magic. You have all the tools. This might mean that maybe if you're not feeling fulfilled, that it's time for you to get out and do some sort of volunteer work 1 day a week or something like that. We've got the 5 of Swords. We've got the Ace of Wands, 7 of Swords, Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Got the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom. Look at that. Libra had the Wheel of Fortune too. Yeah, I feel like it's been a tough road for you. It's been a little bit hard. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Five of Swords. It feels like there was someone who was coming in and out of your life at some point. And I think that the Five of Swords is saying it's time for you to look at this again and figure out what it is you want to do with this situation, because it's on loop. Is what I feel. It's on loop, and then it goes back and forth. This person comes in and then they leave. You don't see them for a while. You go to the Five of Swords, you start getting anxious and you have anxiety and it's a tense situation, and maybe you start arguing or maybe speaking badly to the self. But I feel like this person coming in and out of your life is part of the problem. They're making you feel like less than because they make you wait to see them the next time, or they're not really committing to you. They're not really saying much. Look, we have two in the present moment here. We have some new things that are starting up for you here. We have passion and we have communication or a contract. I feel like there's a new path opening up for you, but understand the path has always been there and you haven't noticed it because your eye has been on something else. It might be someone who has enamored you by good looks and romance, or maybe you're just stuck to the idea of this person is my person and I have to wait for them. But understand it leaves you in the Five of Swords. I think you need to move on. 5 and 1 is 6. I think you need to move on from here. Because unfortunately, I feel like this person's been lying to you. I feel like they leave you here in the Hanged Man. You're waiting for this person to come to you and say, yeah, I want to do this thing. Or yeah, I want to have the relationship. Or yeah, let's sell the house and move in together. But I feel like this person's been lying the whole time. I feel like they've been shoving you off. They leave you in the Hanged Man energy. They don't really care if you're stagnant there. I feel like this person is hiding something. They could be hiding their passionate feelings. But regardless of whether they're hiding passionate feelings or not, is not a reason for you to wait. If they're hiding their passionate feelings, it's time for you to move forward and find something new for yourself. If they're not ready, they're not ready. Why are you going to wait out the rest of your life waiting for somebody who's not ready? You need to carry on. And it might mean you have to, be truthful with yourself finally. That you're done waiting here. It's time to cut yourself free. You need the truth. You need to give yourself the truth, because I feel like you're in the Eight of Swords here, that you've been stuck for a while in the situation. That, Aquarius, be aware, that you are a fixed sign. I know that. I know how that feels because I'm a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus sun. And so we are very slow to change our minds, right? Once we get stuck on something, it's like you've put so much effort and time and money and whatever it is into this situation that you feel like you can't let it go now because you're this far in. Well, you can cut yourself free anytime you want and begin again. Otherwise, you're just going to sit here. You're just going to sit here in this lie, in this illusion, you're just going to sit here. Yeah, in the stagnant energy. Right. Let's look at some Lenormand here. All right. So we have the house, which is card number 4. We have the 5, which is the Tree of Life. I really think that you're passionate about growing roots with someone, but guess what? You're not doing it with this person. The Knight of Wands person is not the person who's growing roots. They're the person who's coming in and out quickly. They're just looking for passion. They're chasing the shiny thing. This person is not the person who's going to grow roots with you. And although you want it, you can push against the grain all you want, but you're not going to get what you're not going to get if it's not for you. And that's why we have to attract and not chase. And you don't get it twisted. You can chase just by getting your mind set on somebody and never changing your mind, right? Got the 7 of Cups here. I feel like you have a lot of opportunities, but you've narrowed it down to one and you can't get unstuck from that one person. I feel like there is somebody that you can grow roots with, somebody you can plan with, and somebody who feels like the end of the rainbow where everything is great and everything is lovely. But I feel that you're feeling in lack. I feel that you do have the information and the downloads that you need to know that this is possible, but it might be right situation, wrong person. You might be trying to pin this on the wrong person. So this equals your wishes, right? The wish fulfillment, 5 and 4 is 9. It's like almost the end of the cycle. You're almost ready to say, I'm out, right? I need the truth, or I need to cut you out. And the King of Hearts, right? I think that what you're wishing for or hoping for is that you will have this home. That you will have this home, that you will have this family, this groundedness, the roots that you're going to grow. But I feel like somebody's lying to you. I feel like somebody that you thought was going to have your back is lying to you. That they never really had an intention of doing all of this. Yeah. We have the King of Wands. Yeah. The King of Wands could be a person for you, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But I feel like the King of Wands is representing energy of getting up and doing it yourself. Again, we have another cat. Cats are significant. Some of you, cats are a very good friend if you're alone. They're a very good little friend. They're also very intuitive. They are constantly cleaning energy. They're very psychic. Yeah, for sure. It is time for you to disconnect from this person here. And as much excitement as they bring when they're with you, I feel like they make you feel bad about yourself when you're not there. It's time for you to disconnect. If you really do want, and you're wishing and hoping for and manifesting, rooting, getting yourself rooted, maybe in a family situation, I feel like this person's not going to give it to you. No. It's time to get the truth and cut them out. The challenge is ending the cycle. I feel like you're stuck on this person and you can't get unstuck. Yeah. I feel like you are thinking about them, hoping about them, writing about them, journaling about them. It's like your life is all around this person that I think is not for you. This person has no intention in settling down. They move impulsively. They're quick. They follow shiny things. I think you're supposed to disconnect emotionally from this person. And although you don't know what's coming up in the future, I know, this person never really lets you know what's going on. They never answer your questions. They don't return your calls. They're spotty with texts. This person is not in. They're not into you. It's time to let them go. It's time for you to get them to stop lying to you. And if they won't stop lying to you, it's time for you to let it go. Cut yourself down here. Stop sitting in this energy of the Hanged Man. It's not serving you at all. It's making you shut down. Look, 4 of Pentacles. It's shutting down your intuition. This person makes you question everything. There's a lot of stuff in the moon energy that you don't know about this person, that you haven't even seen yet. And this person, I think, has made you promises, grand promises of, I'll buy you a house. Yes, let's get married. Yes, let's do the, I just don't think it's coming. I'm going to be honest. We've got the 4 of Swords in the reverse. And I feel like the 4 of Swords in the reverse is saying that, that the healing needs to be completed before you can find love. So you really do have to detach from this person and decide that you're going to have this new start. You need the challenges for you to close the cycle and cut this person away, cut them off. And then you can move forward, because now you know that no one's going to lie to you, right? You can cut yourself free from, you can use the sword of truth to cut yourself free from the Hanged Man energy, because somebody here is lying to you and you don't see it. Yes, they're probably lying about their feelings. Lying about buying you the house. Lying about getting married. Lying about, yeah, it feels like somebody's a liar here. And I don't think it's you. All right. Let's get you some advice here, Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius, please. And with that, I think you should get a cat. because it's coming up all over your reading today. But you know, it just also, cats are, like I said, very intuitive. They're healers. They're quiet, but they clean energy all the time. Yeah, I feel like having a little kitty around can't hurt. Constantly watching over you, little angel. All right, let go of old items. So anything this person gave you, if you're planning on cutting them out of your life, anything they gave you, anything they wrote to you, any cards they sent you, any jewelry they gave you, get rid of it all. Get rid of it all, declutter, let go of old items, create new sacred space for yourself. We have retreat and we have moving on. It's time for you to spend some time alone, not letting this person in. Spend some time alone, reflection on the past and current situations, and then moving on. Endings that bring healthy beginnings. And I feel like you're going to cut yourself out of the Hanged Man energy. You could be dealing with the Pisces. You could be dealing with an Aries. But either way, I think it's time for you to move on. Yep. Your divine counterpart's waiting for you, and you are blocking this way, I feel, by waiting on this other person or looking into the past or hoping or wishing or, you know, whatever's going on in the Seven of Swords and the Hanged Man. This person's been lying to you. It's time for you to move on. Yeah. I think that you've always been expecting the worst, that maybe this is the worst, that you thought that they weren't lying to you, but it turns out that they are. This is maybe a connection that is a soulmate connection, but you do have a divine counterpart coming in. We have patience, manifestations are on the way. So if you have changed your manifestation from bring me this person at this time that looks like this to I just surrender it all to the universe, please bring me what I need. I think it's those of you who have been patient with that manifestation that are going to see it this year. Yeah, it's going to bring you balance. Too many things you were juggling at once. It's time for you to have time for yourself. Time for you to retreat. Maybe time for you to get a kitty. Yep. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for being here, for watching this read. Please give me a thumbs up if you can. That is going to get me into the algorithm. It's going to invite other air signs here. The reason I don't read for air is because I don't have a big community of air people to read for. So if you want me to continue to read for air, please hit that thumbs up for me. Please communicate with me in the comments. I love to see that. And if you're interested in a private read, you know what to do. Just look in the description. Everything you need is there, including my email address. I'm going to go for now. Thank you, Aquarius. Happy New Year to you. I hope you're having a beautiful year so far. I'm out for now. Bye-bye. Hello, Gemini. Elsie here to do your reading for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to start reading for air signs every couple of times in the month, so you will get a reading out of me every couple of weeks. So I am going to include them here all in the same video, and I have marked everything down below, as I said in the intro. If you missed it, that everything is down below in the description. But you should be able to just scroll this video and find what you need, Gemini and cross watchers. So Gemini, Happy New Year. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are, your year has started off well. I'm here to give you some energy for the rest of the month here. I'll be back at the end of the month to read for you again. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, tell me about Gemini, please. Gemini for the new year. Gemini, if you wouldn't mind reaching out and hitting that thumbs up. That is the way that we are attracting other air signs here. I don't usually read for air signs because I don't have a big audience. So I'm going to try and do that over the next couple of months, but I'm really depending on you to hit the thumbs up and get me out into the algorithm so we can get a new group of air signs to join us here at 10 of Cups Tarot. Okay, so we have sing your own song. Oh, I love that for you. And tend to the small things. Okay, so I feel like in the month of January, the rest of the month of January, you're really supposed to be conscientious about what's going on at home. And to me, that the first thing that comes to mind is the Four of Wands. I feel like things that are going on in the home is something that you really need to tend to the small things. Looks like a mouse. Is it a mouse or a gerbil? I really can't tell the difference between any of them. I know what a rat looks like, but that's about it. But this looks like a small mouse to me. Yeah, I guess it is a mouse spirit. But I feel like, yeah, that some of you could have mice. Be careful. Yeah, some of you could have mice. It feels like something that needs to be tended to in the home, though. That's what I want to say. And then Canary Spirit, sing your own song. It's time for you to figure out what you want, Gemini. Sing your own song. It doesn't matter what everyone else is singing. Card number 12, there's a few meanings to that. Card number 12 is Pisces. You could be someone who is a cusp with Pisces. No, you're not. Let me think about that for a second. Nope, you wouldn't be cusped. But I feel like you could have Pisces in the chart. Yeah. Or maybe you're just following your gut, following your intuition. 1 and 2 is 3. Canary spirits, sing your own song. You know, sometimes birds sing in mating seasons, right? So that could be you're looking for a partnership. Maybe you're looking at someone in a partnership that isn't your usual, is what I want to say. Maybe they stick out or you stick out like a sore thumb. The person could have red hair. They don't have to be, but there's red in the crown here. This person could be a queen or a king. I feel like you're getting downloads about this. So for some of you, this is going to resonate with you because you're thinking of a partnership. Could be someone with blonde hair, doesn't have to be, or red hair. But I feel like it's time for you, oh, I'm sitting on a flute, I just noticed. It's time for you to sing your own song or make your own music. Regardless of what the people around you say, because I don't necessarily know that you're happy because you're listening to whatever other people around you say. It's time to sing your own song. It's time to make your own plans. Tell me more about Gemini, please. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini. All right. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have firm foundation. There's the 4 of Wands. I was talking about it, right? About the home. Yep. Here we go. Card number 40. That's what we're talking about already. What have we got here? We've got discontent and boredom. And we have power. Power is the strength card. You've been following the leader. You've been following something that someone... It's almost like... I feel like you're in a situation, Gemini, where you're not unhappy. That's the thing. I don't feel unhappiness here. I don't feel like you're unhappy. I feel like maybe you're bored, but you're not unhappy. There's something in your life that isn't quite where you want it to be. It could be your pentacles. We're looking at a lot of green, right? It could be your pentacles, but you could also be entangled with someone who is an earth sign for sure. You really need to open up the third eye to see what's going on. I think that's where your power is. Yeah. The strength card, that's where your strength is. It's in how grounded you are. Even though you're an air sign, maybe you might have earth in the chart or be dealing with someone who has earth, but we've got purple and pink, which is a crown chakra and third eye. It feels like you are about to, or you are getting messages from above. I feel you're getting messages from your source. That is your power. That is your courage. That's what keeps you moving, pushes you forward. I think you're learning your own power. You're learning to sing your own song. And it's interesting that whether you're the lion or the canary, right? Whether you're the lion or the canary, they each have their own song. They each move about the world doing their own thing. You know, the canary doesn't wait to stop to ask whoever around them if they can sing. And the lion certainly isn't taking direction from anybody. The lion is the apex. So we have discontent and boredom. I think you're supposed to take movement because this is the strength card, who is Leo. So I feel like you're supposed to push forward, that there's a push of energy or some courage coming up that's going to push you forward. It's going to help you sing your own song, because right now I think where you are is bored. I think you're bored in the situation that you're in right now. I don't know what that situation is. It could be love. It could be work. Okay. Got the haystack. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. And that can be good or bad, depending on who you are, right? We all get what we deserve in the end. And Jewel would say, right, in the end, only kindness matters. All right. We'll take this one too. I just really hate to give blessings back to the universe. Okay. Let's take a look here. We've got, came up first was a frying pan. Trouble, accusations. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. It feels like you maybe were in a time where you weren't in an individual energy. And what I mean by that is you were influenced by the people around you, and you were making decisions that you wouldn't necessarily make had you not been influenced by other people singing their own songs and pushing them at you. I think that you will reap what you have sown, and maybe what you have sown is being a follower. It's time for you to take the leadership role now. It's time for you to sing your own song and just realize how hard it is to be the leader, I think. Yeah, I think you go from being a follower to being a leader. We have trouble and accusations. We have a casket, someone going out of your life, or the end of a situation. And then we have changes in your life. So something is ending. Changes in your life are bringing you power, bringing you courage, bringing you whatever it is that you need to be powered up to move forward. I think you're discontent with the situation that you're in. I feel like you feel like you're in this wheel of karma that is not being kind to you. It's time to change your life, but you've always had the power to do it, right? It's always got to be you. You have to choose the song, and then you have to power forward. What else do we have here? Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. And we have wishbone, a wish is granted. So we do have a casket here, right? Someone is leaving your life, it says. So someone maybe was accusing you of things that they were doing. Maybe it was some mirrored energy. But it says here that there's trouble and accusations, and then someone leaves your life. So you will reap what you have sown here. And you may have had a part in it. I'm just saying. Some of you didn't, some of you did. Changes in your life. It caused great changes for you. Huge changes. And now it's time for you to get courageous and move forward, because I think you were bored there anyway. Understand, I think you were bored there anyway, right? All right. Let's look at some tarot for you here, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's look at Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Gemini. Some more energy, please. Seven of Wands, King of Wands, Two of Swords. We've got the Seven of Moons in the reverse. That's the Seven of Cups. We've got the High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. We have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Okay. The Emperor and a gift, or something beginning new, something materializing in the 3D because of a realization in the future about the King of Cups. About love. There's the Strength card again. There we go. That's the Power card, right? Strength card. So I think that the universe has got your back, is what I'm going to say. That if you've been feeling courageous enough to leave a situation, if you weren't courageous enough to leave a situation, that you may look on it as a blessing that this person left you. And I know that if you're in the middle of it right now, you're saying, Elsie, quit being an ass. Don't tell me that my relationship breaking up is a good idea, but I'm telling you that sometimes you don't see the goodness for what it is. And that's the truth. You can't see it, and so you don't believe it, and I get it. Absolutely get it. So we have the Seven of Wands, the King of Wands, the Two of Swords. Feeling stuck. Feeling stuck, but you need to take action to make a decision here. There's a decision that is really important for you to make. I don't think the King of Wands represents someone, represents a person in this particular case. I think it represents an energy. I think that you've spent a lot of time being stuck here in the Seven of Wands. You know, it's like dying on a point, right? That you feel like you have to jump to your own defense, or you feel like you don't really want to share anything with people, that you've kind of, maybe you've closed the door on the King of Wands, feminine or masculine, but it feels like this is where you want to be right now. And it might be because something came to an end and everything in your life is changing. And so you feel a little bit defensive about the changes that are about to happen. But I feel as though that you have to take action. You must take action. You have to get up and do something about it. You have to make a decision. The decision, I feel, is to pick the road that you're going to be on, is to pick whoever you're going to pick. If it's a person, I feel like you are going to make that pick, but I also feel like you're in stuck energy right now, that you should be moving, but you're not. And you're very passionate about your point of view, and you don't want really anybody to come ruffle the ideas of what you think that you should do. It's like you're not open to anybody telling you what to do. The universe is giving you the okay to move forward, though. To move forward and to make a decision here. And I think you have made a decision, honestly. The Seven of Cups is in the reverse, and that tells me that you're no longer confused or emotionally overwhelmed or overloaded, that it's time for you to make a decision. And I think what helps you make the decision is finally being in touch with your intuition. You need to make a decision, Gemini, about somebody that you are either someone that you're in a physical relationship with. That's what it feels like. That the relationship that you're in is not purely physical, but it's mostly physical. And I think that your intuition is tugging at you, is saying, this isn't the one for you. You chose this person. And your intuition, I feel, told you to choose this person. And I really do believe that we all need lessons, okay? So we all need lessons. We need to get out of the damn doorway, and we need to let people arrive as they will arrive and allow people to leave as they will. I feel like you're in a connection that is primarily physical right now. I feel like it's stopping you from leveling up to the King of Wands. I feel like your intuition is bugging you and telling you that this was not the right decision. All right. If you can hear any of that going on outside, my apologies, but you know, I'm in a snowy climate and they're digging us out currently out front. So it is what it is. Seven of Wands, right? There are 2 sevens here, and I find that when there's more than one 7, it's like it's divinely orchestrated. That you're supposed to be in this stuck energy, knowing that you've made a decision to move forward, that your gut is telling you that you should be making a decision to move away from this, I think. You're supposed to be moving away from somebody here who you've chosen, but they're I think you chose them based on what they look like and not based on what exactly the future would look like with them. It feels like it's purely just for the now. All right. Yeah. It's time to head on your way. It's time to rise above the bullshit and get out of there. That's what I feel. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords in the bottom right-hand corner is the 10 of Spades. It's telling you that it's over. It's time for you to go. I always see this boat is rising above the bullshit because in the back we see all the obstacles, right? We see all the mountains. And card number 3 and card number 4, the Emperor and the Empress. I feel like you need to make a decision to leave a situation that is purely just a physical connection. I also feel like you have some knowledge stowed away. This is a book of knowledge or a book of secrets. As it is coming up on the High Priestess, it's likely to be a book of secrets. It's like you're not saying anything. You have the knowledge that you're not supposed to be in this relationship or in this friend with benefit situation or something like that. And this isn't going to resonate with everybody, and that's fine too. But the one person that needs to hear it, you need to hear that you're in the wrong situation. There's a reason that your intuition is nagging at you. You have a lot more information than the person that you're with. It's like you're on different levels of energy. This person's not awake. You are highly sensitive, and you have the secrets of the universe within you. I think it's time for you to look into that book, figure out what it's about, and take action on it. The High Priestess is here, which tells me you're keeping the secrets quiet for now, but that this is a book of abundance. It will lead you to the right place. I think the right place is kind of getting out of there, is what I want to feel. The thing is I feel like this is a physical connection, because I feel like this could be you or this could be your person. Pick the side that you're on. I feel like there is someone from the past that is on your mind still, and you've already picked them. So you're kind of in the stuck situation where you're fixated on the past, or fixated on a person from the past, or an old relationship or something like that. Maybe it's this person that left your life. But I feel that you're looking into the past, and your mind isn't on this. If you're in a relationship right now, it's a physical relationship that really isn't bringing you much more than satisfying your needs that are in the moment. It's time for you to move on. All right, what else we got here? Yep, again, Two of Swords is telling you it's time for you to move on, make a decision to go forward, because I think what you're blocking is a soulmate here. I think in this book, I feel like you're looking in the past, you're looking for the soulmate because you know that it's not over with this person. It feels like you still have a connection. You have a really deep connection, an energetic, spiritual connection to this person. And although you're getting what you need in the moment here, I feel as though it's not making you feel good. It's not making you feel like you have anything that you need. We still have the 2 cups that are on the table in the back, right? You're still thinking about what's in the past. What's in the past, I feel, is a soulmate, and that's what's locked away in this book here. I feel like you feel you can't have the soulmate, and so you're settling for whatever you're settling for. Your challenge is the 10 of Cups. Your challenge is, where do I find my happiness? I feel like where you find your happiness is looking within, listening to your intuition, following the plan that you made to begin with. It's there, you know it. I think you have a deep connection to it. I feel as though you're really attached to the 6 of Cups. This is someone that you've known for a very long time. This is someone who's been in your life for a while. Someone that you know, someone that you feel is the 10 of Cups. Yeah, this person is the 10 of Cups for you. I feel like you're very connected emotionally to this person. They could be a spiritual teacher, maybe you are. But we have the 4 of Wands, which is in the reverse here. There's a commitment that is no longer, and so there's communication that's going to come in about it. And the Lovers is in the future with victory. So I feel like somebody is coming up to take control of the situation, possibly someone who's coming with a gift or is going to materialize something in the future because they have had the Tower, right? They've had a realization that they know who you are. I feel like they know that you are someone that is their person. I'm going to get you some advice here before we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us about Gemini, please. Oops. Tell us about Gemini. You need to have dedication to yourself. You need to stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. And that is the person that you've picked here. I think that's the person you're staying quiet to or quiet about. The expansion, pursue bigger and greater endeavors. There is something way bigger here with a soulmate, I believe. It says, ask your angels, seek the divine. Your angels want to support you. So the Knight of Wands, I feel like this is the thing you need to get rid of, and it's need to start spending some time alone and dedicate time to yourself. You need to make a decision that it's gonna change your life. Making a decision that's going to change your life. It's time for you to do that. The person that left your life left for a reason, or is going to leave for a reason. And And it's because you need to make a decision about the dedication to yourself and expansion that's going forward into the future with maybe an emperor. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. Please look in the description if you're interested in a private read. And yeah, please hit that thumbs up, because it's the only way where I'm going to be able to read on a regular basis for air signs. Not really my crowd up until now, but I'm hoping that with your help, that if you hit that thumbs up, that we are going to find other air signs, and then I'll start reading for you guys regularly. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you. I am out. Thank you, Gemini. Bye-bye.